back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 42 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. And a short gain down to about the 33. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now gone. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
From the gun on third down, Goff. Buying time to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the lead is cut to 2 now. It's 15-13. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Second and 10 now, and it's Palmer. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Cowboys on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The throw on second down is gone. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here's Tressway now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On the toss, Bernard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Play action. Now Palmer. Launching one for Henderson. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Cowboys. Giovanni Bernard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Goff. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
To throw is gone. Oh, it's a pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
From the gun, here's Goff. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up fourth down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now Goff on first down. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Leggett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. Around the NFL, they've gone to the third in Cleveland. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now it's Brown. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now Palmer to throw. Man open left side. It's Williams. And down. throws, but he takes it up to the 40. Fresh set of downs here. To throw is Palmer. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Around the NFL, third quarter from Foxborough. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On second down, here's Palmer. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
On 3rd and 1, it's Palmer. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. And Green with a catch left side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Whitney Merciless in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Goff now on second down. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. The Redskins on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and forever. Out of the gun, Goff. Complete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll run again with Bernard. And he's got room. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a carry for Bernard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to face a 3rd down. So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. On 3rd down, Palmer. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them.
Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Giovanni Bernard with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Back to throw, Goff. Now he's flushed out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Goff on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, it's gone. Jackson with a grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Goff. Steps away to his left. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And out now come the Cowboys. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Homer apparently wants to throw it. That's complete. Bernard. Oh, he slipped right by him. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Bernard. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. From the gun, it's Palmer. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
After the interception, here's Goff. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it, but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
From the 50, it's Goff. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They have gone to the fourth quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Down to Inigo's Palmer, and that should wrap this one up. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game?
I come here today to talk about how I feel, and I feel like that we are treated differently than other people, and I don't like how we're treated, and just because of our doesn't.
Skip the insanity. Shop on Amazon. Cyber Monday Deals Week is November 25th through December 2nd.
Yo, CP, what up?
Yo, I'm open over here. Give me the ball.
Nah, man. You had the safety over the top.
Nah, I had him beat.
Chris, do I need to remind you? I'm Tom Brady. I know when someone's open.
So why don't you remind me with the ball? Throw it right at my head.
You can't keep calling every play.
Man, I'll call you whenever I feel like it.
Now you can join up and play as a team online. Madden NFL 18, rated E for everyone.
Get the ultimate experience on Xbox One.